People all let everybody log in. I don't even know where that come from. My fault. I lost you. Noble? Was that an inbox? Me, 142. Trayvon. There. Oh. Um, okay, I'm getting everybody a second to log in. It's 2:10 almost. I told you I'm gonna wait for a minute, and then after that, that's a wrap. Dun, 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 dun. 2:10. We got 5 more minutes. I told you I will wait. I'll be patient for a minute. Okay. So nobody can never, excuse me. But nobody can say never. I don't give people a grace period because your time is precious and mine is too. And then people say they miss things, and I'm like, but I said that's the problem with us, man. I mean, I'm mindful of your time just like you're mindful of mine. If I say we're going to do something at a certain time, I mean, I want brothers and sisters to be there at that time. Just like if I get started promptly at 2 p.m. and I give all the wisdom in 5 minutes, most Moors will miss it. Most Moors will miss it, man. So I'm gonna wait for Moors. Like I said, people that's on my page, if you're new to my page, we are a real organization. We're the Burning Bush Tabernacle Moorish Science Temple and School. Our curriculum is Moorish Science. We have systematically classes. We have them on Zoom meetings every Saturday and Sunday. We have our books and things. So I'm trying to wait till my new members get their books, and then we get started. Most people, like I say, if anybody that just the public, they join on my page without a face, no disrespect to you. I don't deal with just people on my page without showing their face, because you see my face, you will be blocked. It's no disrespect to no one. I mean, if we can't put our faces on there and you looking at me and you talking to me and you say you won't like, and if I can't see who I'm talking to, I'm gonna automatically block you. That's why I say I write names down. This is my page. And a person can say how they want to. But how would you feel if I'm coming to in your domains and I won't let nobody know who I am? I can't see your face, but you can see mine. Like, what are we hiding? We're not doing nothing wrong. We use the internet for our network. So if you don't want to network and you dealing with all our people and you trolling on here, you're going to be blocked. If you're on here with some religious propaganda, I'm blocking you for life. Don't come on my page talking that slick shit. I don't play that neither. You forget you're on the internet, and that's simple. Anybody can be simply researched and looked up. So we on here respectfully. Don't hide behind no internet just because we on the internet. Don't be like that. So if you're dealing with me and you on my page and you see my face and you don't want your face to be seen, like I say, I give people 2 or 3. I give people 3 times to be on my page without showing their face, without giving a small charitable contribution of $5 or $10. After that, you will be blocked. Point blank. Because if you come in, if you say you on here, you getting fed and I'm feeding you, just like if you go to church and you give them your money, and then when you leave church, you would talk stuff about the pastor, but you come here for light and you won't give the same contribution, I think that's no class. I think that's no class. Point blank. One of my emperors like, I know you frustrated. I said, no, it's just the point, man. It's just the point, man, because when I go places and do things, man, with other nationalities, it be packed. It be packed. And I never talk about money. Man, I've been doing free things and charitable contribution for my people for years and years, bringing my people up, traveling on my own dime. My empress like, why are you spending your own money doing that? She was like, I said, because, I mean, that's what I use my funds for. And I have a nonprofit organization. And now I'm at the level to where I'm being recognized by other people and they ask me to come teach, and my own people, I don't understand it. And we happy to get some damn tennis shoes. So that's why I ask my brothers and sisters, what are we here for? Why are you here on my page? What's your purpose? If your purpose not being a member and a student, because my purpose is not just selling you something. My purpose is not just blowing smoke up your ass. You send your kids to college and school to be educated, to learn who they are, I hope. And they ain't learned that there. Now, your own brother that has the same education and higher than them, and is anointed, and consecrated, and full with the Holy Spirit, and have the breath of Allah, and you won't deal with him. And you won't help him push our agenda, which is our nationality and our spirituality and education. More just come here like you energy suckers, and I'm not going to let nobody suck my energy. I don't give a damn who you are. It don't make me no different. You can continue to do what you were doing before you even got on my page and follow all these goofballs and see what happened. It has got you spending your money on dumb stuff. And none of them are initiated into no science. They want to make up their own rule because they uneducated. We ain't no Moors dummies. We Moors nobles. I'm here for all my people, but I keep telling people, man, I don't have to do, I'm not obligated to do nothing. I don't have to do nothing, man. I mean, because it's sad. We have no movement. How you think everybody got a movement doing something? Because not only they know who they are, I don't give a damn if they LGBT, whatever the hell they are. They put their money where their mouth is. They put their money where their mouth is. They have a fight. Why? Because they have funds to do things. We have, I mean, if more understand what I'm doing and fall in line, you can see what we can do. That's the moving mountains. That's the vibrations when all of us come together on one movement. So I tell people you can excuse yourself. I say this over and over and over. I say this over and over and over, Morris. I'm not here for likes. I'm not here for followers. So before we even get into teaching, man, people could speak back to me. Say something to me. Say something to me like what? Like talk to me. Because I got time. I got time. All right. I got time. It takes money. We spend our money on foolery bullshit. That's right. We can do so much more. I know. So like I said, I don't know. Islam, I have peace with everybody. But what really pisses me off to the highest pistivity is when we just talk about some shit and then we spend our funds on garbage. And then expect our own brother that put the work in, that put the work in, that you've been following for a long time, that got literature, that can feed you everything. I can give you an analogy like taking my teeth out and we can grow up on the titty per se. And I'm using an analogy, meaning I raise you up on the science till we become adults in this wisdom. Because the scripture says, when I was a child, I act like a child. So when I became a man, I put away childish ways. The glory of a young man is his strength, but the wisdom of an older man is the grays of his hair and his beard. And just because you got gray hair on your beard don't mean shit. Just because you got a fez on your head don't mean nothing. So I want to know what's our motive, man. There's a couple of people like what is it? Like especially us that's students and things like what's the motive? Like, because we supposed to be divine missionaries. In this time right now, we should be trying to bring people to us with this science, not forcing nothing. We should be seeking brothers and sisters out like us. We should be trying our best to be around them. We should be trying our best to deal with a brother that's really can teach the science and have a real organization so we can grow and build and we can stand behind that. That's why we don't have no fight in nothing, in politics and nothing. And Moors don't understand business because most of them Negroes. Most of the Negroes live in a community and talk about their neighborhood and don't know what's going on in the neighborhood. They don't know politically nothing and don't know that y'all had a power. Why? Because the power is in the people. Y'all vote the people in or not vote to let them walk in the house. Everything that's local, you got control of that. Politics ain't nothing but a damn popularity vote. How can y'all live in a community, Negroes in the neighborhood, and you don't have nobody in the city council? Y'all don't have nobody to go down there and talk to. It's because I know you a joke, because I do. That's how you think they have Moorish American days in certain areas. Dumb niggas. Or y'all think what y'all thinking? What every time when it was anything political, why you think all the mayors of things was at the temples? Because our prophet is strength in numbers. It's strength in numbers. It's strength in numbers. How you think the prophet had all them temples and had grocery stores and buildings? Because they was a non-profit, just like I am. Just like all these churches are. We sitting talking about these churches, but your own brother got the same access and the same business status as those that we sit back and be in awe and talk about. And then when your own brothers do something, we just want him to give it for free. And then when he disappear and when he's gone, everybody be mad and upset. And when I go other places, and I gotta say this, man, I never, since I've been in Arizona, since I've been an official in this teaching and this Kemetic science, being a 99th degrees Kemetic adept, I haven't had no problem with no Europeans. Because most of the Europeans that have any, how can I say, position or power to do anything in business or law, in life, or in civic law, or in business law, most of them are European Masons. And they know who I am. And they know exactly I am. Man, I'll be telling you, I'll be on my page, I'll be having all type of European nations make me talk about, hey, sir, I just want to give you honor and respect. We saw you at the Philosophical Research Society. I said, I know you did. I saw y'all too. I saw when all y'all, they do like this, they put their head down. Even the Negro Masons do too. It's just what it is. It ain't no disrespect. I have no problem when I'm in the real world. I have no problem. I speak pleasantly to everybody because I know who I am. And there's no problem with knowing who you are. This ain't no militant. This ain't no rogue shit. I'm a noble. I know my rights. I know my nationality. And then when it comes to the science, can't nobody tell me I don't know what I know. I don't put the work in. I got 20 years in this shit. I got 20 years in this science. I done been through all the houses. That's the triple rows of the adept chamber where Negroes be lying. I done been through the houses. I done been through it. So when I ask Morris, why are you on my page? What are you here for? I'm not here just to sell you no stupid ass items. Morris be hitting me up, oh Noble, man, can I get them pens from you? No, I don't give a damn about selling you no pens. Then you get the pens, and then the people that's down with me, that's my members, when they want the pens, I don't have it. That ain't how I do business. That's how Negroes get caught up in the streets. They always chasing money. I told y'all, poor people talk about money. Rich people talk about the idea of coming together, the idea of what? Being who we are, resurrecting ourselves. That's what it's about, because we got enough money. All we got to do is do business with each other and create our own conglomerate. So I'm waiting, man. Before I even get this, I'm waiting. Sunday on our Saturday and Sunday meetings, I'm gonna illuminate these charts. I'm gonna go into connecting God and man as one, visually. So I want to wait, and I'll be telling Moors. From now on, just like I tell people, if we had to go to work and they told you to be at work at 2 o'clock, I bet you your black ass be there at 2 o'clock. I told you, like I said, and this is how I've been trained. That's why I said I done been through the fire. If we got martial arts training at 2 o'clock, man, you better be there at 1:40. At least. Most of the times, like I said, if it's at 2 o'clock, you better be there at 30 minutes ahead. A lot of times we was there an hour ahead just to work on our stuff as students. By the time Sensei came, we sweating like a mug. We done worked out, because we serious. And that's what I be saying, man. Everything is a test. But we'll be on time for shit that don't make sense. And then the first thing we do is make an excuse. That's the first thing we do. We make an excuse. And I said, that's nigga shit when we make excuses. Excuse my candor. And that's what I be telling people. Your time is precious just like my time is precious. You don't do nothing for free. I do charity stuff for the children and the community. That's why I created a nonprofit organization. But it takes fun for me to do what I'm doing. For me to illuminate all this literature, for me to share and illuminate and bring all the teachings out. That's what this is about, man. So I'm waiting. It's 7 people on here. I only heard about from 2 or 3 people. Like I say, it is what it is with me, man. Because at this point, it don't make a difference, man. I can continue to doing things like I said. I'm here for fallen humanity. No matter what color you are. I don't give a damn about you. That don't have nothing to do with the blood that run in your veins. I do what Allah tells me to do at all times. And I'm doing what Allah tells me to do, man. And I ain't picking and choosing. And I ain't picking and choosing who I lift up. I'm not picking and choosing. I'm not doing that. I don't give a damn who you are. And I mean this, man. We so lost. Still Moors. We so lost. It's sad. It's sad as hell. We have no class. And then Negroes, like I said, all this stuff going on right now, and Moors would be so, let me get the right word. I don't even have a right word, man. And I usually spit words out the top of my head, man. That's how, it comes to a point, man, like I say, our prophet them did all this stuff back in the days when Negroes wasn't even having things in the internet. And we can't even model that today. What's the purpose? What's the purpose? That's why our prophets and stuff travel abroad. That's why our prophets, when they came here and they tried to liberate people, they went back to the East. That's why with Brother Malcolm, they wanted him to be in the East. They wanted him to come back to the motherland and teach the people. Because the people want that. That's what they do. That's their life. That's not our life here. We done got too Americanized, think we can just do this 2 hours of the day. And that ain't how I rock, man. This is my life. This is my life. I don't turn this, I can't turn this off. How can I turn this off? How? It's too much. I can't turn this shit off. And so that's when I be telling people, I don't just talk specifics because I don't count none of my chickens before they hatch. When I be saying, can't nobody say that when I'm gone, all I say is, you will see. This shit is real with me. This ain't no joke. This is no joke. So what nobody can't say when a person gone and he don't have no internet no more, be like, where he went? He gone abroad, educating. And people be there. I mean, what y'all think's happening at the universities in Cambridge and Oxford and in the Netherlands? What type of, you think they studying some stupid ass African-American history? If you think that, you a lie. The African-American history is slave history. They study in prehistory. They study in the medieval, the antiquity times, the dark ages, the time when your black ass ruled. And they're not telling you. American history, none of the Negroes have none of the Thomas Jefferson Qurans, none of the history. When I tell you America was written in black and white, when I talk about Peter Salmon and Oliver Cromwell that was in a battle with Bunker Hill, and I show you how they whitewashed the motherfuckers out of the history books. I done this on the history, on college campuses. The stuff that's in the Exhumed of the Nation, that come from history. That come from history. I love my prophet Noble Drew Ali, but in our Exhumed of the Nation, when it's talking about that, all that is in the Library of Congress. That's where it comes from. The Battle of Bunker Hill, the 1770 book that they give y'all in college, I already did that on campus. And I show them how they whitewash Oliver Cromwell and Peter Salmon out of the Battle of Bunker Hill. And then I showed y'all in the book, America in black and white, showed you how they all there. I show you all through history. I show you the analogy of Samson cutting the hair off is about what? Losing your right to vote. Subjugation. But people don't understand because we want to just believe things, everything. I say, I'll follow everybody, but I'm in the flesh and I can read things and analyze things. I don't have no motive. My motive is law. My motive is light. My motive is Allah. Period. Period. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Hold on, be patient. Be damn patient. Let me see. Watch this. Watch this. Let's see, do I got it down here? Dang, I hate when I be talking about something, man, and I don't have it out, man, but be patient. Give me 1 second. Let me see, can I find it? Hold on. Oh, well, I'll find it another time. I got so many books, man, I have to go through it. But in this book, 1776, it's some history called, I think it's America written in black and white. And then Alan Beck, on his show, he tried to talk about it, but I talked about it on college campuses. And one of my Albion professors, he came and talked to me. He was like, but you did this on the college campus already. He was like, why your people don't follow you? Why they follow Europeans and you a scholar? He was like, you teach us. And he like, you teach us. And when I do lectures on college campus, man, I don't like to talk about the funds. Man, I get huge offerings. They write a check. The last one, it was $4,700. They were like, this all we raise. I'm like, that's enough. I give all of them literature. And then when I ask my people, I come here and give the science that I done did for years that can trump stuff that your kids can write on. Negroes act like I'm supposed to do shit for free. And that's why when I say when I be gone, I'm gone. Because how can other people that don't look like me accept me as an official and my own people don't accept me as an official? The teaching to say you ain't going to be welcome in your own house. That's what the teacher says, that you got to go abroad. Ain't shit changed. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. But in here, in the road to Bunker Hill, they whitewashed Peter Salmon and Oliver Cromwell out the pictures of the Battle of Bunker Hill. And I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna show y'all all that stuff is an analogy. I'm gonna show y'all that all that stuff is an analogy, and I'm telling you, it's all from you. Just like the story of getting the hair cut off, Southern Belle, how the European or the Albie lady cutting the hair off of the Asiatic woman. It's all in the scriptures. Losing your liberty. They connotate it as some goofy ass story. I'm telling you, I illuminate you, and can't nobody go against what I'm saying. Because history and religion is all the same. How you gonna know history and don't know the religion behind it? You a liar in the scene if you can't connect the dots. I told y'all, I love our prophet, but I don't have a religious motive. I don't have a religious motive. God damn it, if our nationality was stripped of the laws, how the hell are we gonna get it back? We gotta go back in the laws. We can't diss something that we were part of. You got to be crazy as hell. If we gonna talk about who's on the back of the $2 bill and the first 8 black presidents, well, if that's the case, I bet you they don't call themselves no Negro, no black in color. That shit was in what, 1982 with Jesse Jackson, and when they came up with that African American stupid ass summit, y'all know exactly what the hell I'm saying. And y'all forget that quick? Y'all forget that damn quick. Y'all know damn well we ain't no Negroes. And that's why I said when I'm going, I'm gone. I'll be showing y'all all history. History forever, what America was built on. Peer reviewed. Peer reviewed. I tell you, they know what they saw. Lewis and Clark, I got all the documents. I'm a scholar. They know what they saw when they came to the Americas. They know what they saw. They know what in Americas. They know damn well. They know what they did in Americas. We've been here. We've been here. We've been here in the Americas. The European been telling you this for centuries, for decades. When we say resurrected, we talk about the brothers that teach you the science. We ain't talking about somebody that fell out of God. The spirit is in that person. And we have followed people that's dead, and your brother in the flesh right now you can touch. And you don't gravitate to the science. That shit is stupid. And that's how the European step on your neck. That's exactly how the enemy step on your stupid ass neck. Because you turn your back on your own teachings and they take that shit. And they take that shit and run with it, and they laugh at your black ass and they throw it back at you. At Freemasonry or Negro Masonry and stupid ass Islam and stupid ass Christianity or stupid ass outside Buddhism. Got you believing in some stupid ass shit outside of yourself. Anything outside of yourself is stupid as hell. Y'all like watching tapes of Khalid Muhammad. Well, shit, Khalid Muhammad told y'all ain't no such thing as no outside God. Khalid Muhammad told your black ass years ago ain't nothing it ain't no God or ain't no heaven and hell outside your ass a long time ago. You goofy niggas. Y'all be posting on y'all page about Father Divine and all that when he telling you that God and man is one. And you niggas talk about, well, you some Islam Muslim. What the hell you talking about? That's why I said y'all fooling yourself. Khalid Muhammad told you he was a Moor. He told you it wasn't no outside God religion. So if he knew it wasn't no outside God religion, he couldn't be no practicing Islam Muslim no more. Think about it. Y'all got to think about this shit. Think about it. Because any nation of Islam Muslim, they believe in outside God. They talk that black man is that God shit. Yeah, I hear you. We ain't black. We ain't black. And I'm telling you the goddamn truth. So if Khalid Muhammad to get up there on stage and y'all ears not in tune, because most Negroes' ears are not in tune, they just like to clap and shit and say amen and say Islam. He sit up there and told you that it ain't no outside God. It ain't no heaven and hell. Are you listening? He said it ain't no heaven and hell. So then what you saying? So that means he don't believe in no fucking outside religion. He can't be. If you're studying more science, think about it. If not, he a fucking hypocrite. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. And you can check people on that. And you can check the people on that. Because ain't no way I'm going to be no practicing Muslim, no Islam Muslim, then say I'm a Moor and then I'm studying more science. I ain't here to trick you. I understand the essence of all the religions. I understand the essence of all religions. And I say, if a person want to get mad, I don't give a damn. You research it yourself. You watch it. He said it ain't no damn, no outside religion, ain't no damn heaven and hell. So if you believe that, how you some practicing Islam Muslim? How you some practicing Nation of Islam Muslim? Tell me. So who you fooling? But then Negroes like to talk about the Christians and this. And all y'all black Negroes set tripping, arguing over some damn stupid ass God you ain't never seen. But then here it is, your brothers in the flesh that's teaching you ain't sorry for the people that you can see, but you arguing over some stupid ass religion. And the clock of destiny, you lying Negroes, y'all know the clock of destiny. We don't talk about that stupid shit. That's why I said, man, I am so done with you goofy niggas, man. And I'm not talking about the people I love. I'm just saying in general, how we follow stupid shit. Excuse my candor. I can talk to y'all. We grown. This ain't for kids. You share the teachings with your kids. Hell, we having a conversation. Negro just like to post shit. And I'm like, okay, you hearing what he's saying? He keeps over here saying there ain't no outside God, ain't no heaven and hell. So what you talking about? And then you talk about, you go to the damn Islam mosque and do your damn 5 salats. And I just told you that ain't Moorish. That ain't Moorish. That ain't Moorish. That's bullshit. And I don't care what nobody say. Ain't nobody got to be nice. Look in the dictionary what nice is. I'm not nice. I'm not nice. I don't have to be nice. You tell your kids not to be liars and tell the truth, well, stop fucking lying. Now, you tell your kids the way, I ain't saying nothing was wrong with the clock of destiny. I ain't say, that's what I be saying. I ain't saying nothing was wrong with the clock in the black man. I am not, that's what I be saying. If people listen, I didn't say nothing. No, but look, man. Hold on. Time out. Time out. Time out again. Time out again, man. Did I say anything was wrong with the clock of destiny before we proceed? Because this is what I teach, man. Because if we say things, then did I say anything was wrong with the clock of destiny? Black man, yes or no? Yes or no? Because you asked me a question, what's wrong with the clock of destiny? So after that should be a question. So did I say anything was wrong with the clock of destiny? Anybody that's on here that's listening? Because I didn't, and that's how people be twisting people's stuff up. Be like, well, he said something that the clock. I ain't say nothing wrong with the clock of destiny. That ain't that. I speak about outside religion, and clock of destiny clear that outside bullshit up. When people be talking about some Allah or some the only begotten son, I ain't said nothing was wrong with it, and that's why I'm saying people need to be students. And people don't know what signs and symbols are. This clock of destiny volume 1. What you looking at? So if we say what's wrong with the clock of destiny, I hope you've read it and studied it. So what you looking at? So right now, before you even open the book, most people don't even study the cover. Just like most people don't cover the resurrection that I'll be showing. Some goofy ass Mark will hit me up like the symbology wrong and she laying down. I said, you an idiot. And then one of the elders hit me back and said, man, please don't respond to him. I apologize. He don't know who you are. I said, he ain't looking at the symbology. Negroes always show their hand. So what you looking at? What we looking at right now? What we looking at? What we looking at? Because if people speak of things, if I speak on history and law, if I speak on the clock of destiny, and then I start asking people about it, and they say something about it, and I say, what is it? So I say, what is it? What you looking at? Watch this. And the first thing we do, we get something, we go right, open the pictures. What we looking at right now? Can you explain that? Can you explain that without no words? Can you explain what you're looking at from off the picture? What I'm talking about to man, yes, but yes, remember you got to connect heaven with man. You got to connect the SO and the XO. You got to connect what's above and what's below. Yeah, we're talking about time. I get that. We know that. Everybody know that. Now what else? Now relay it to your physical body. Watch, because if we study the clock of destiny, what it's about, what are we talking about? I mean, it also says something else too. It says something else too. When y'all be talking about the Son of God and the 12 tribes, every constellation have 3 deacons. What am I talking about with every constellation have 3 deacons? I'm talking about your hippocampus. Born under certain astrological signs. People talk about some God. Ain't no mystery God. That mystery. What's the clock of destiny telling you? And that's what I'll be saying. That's volume 1 and 2. I don't even have to open these up to teach the science. That's why I said I didn't get my adapt regalia from no. I didn't buy my shit and then act like I went through some adapt chamber. Mine was earned before I even get into teachings. Watch this. This is what y'all gonna get Sunday for Sunday school. Adapt should be able to break this down and tell you exactly what you're looking at. Negroes say they study the clock of destiny. Well, this is the clock of destiny too. That's why I said in more science, God and man is one. Explain it. You should be able to explain it, all manifestations. Now here go anatomy in metaphysics. Break it down for any adapt. I bet you they don't know what the hell they looking at. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. I bet $1,000 right now. You can tell me what you're looking at. You can tell me. And break it down to all the scriptures. Break it down to any holy book. You can't. Man made in the image of Elohim. The tabernacle made in the pattern of man. Everything that was put in a physical tabernacle was off man. I ain't even gonna get into the symbology off that, because I ain't gonna give it away. We'll check all frauds. Right? That's real simple. Boards like to post this on this page, but then when you ask them break the science down, they can't break none of the science down. They just like to post stuff. Yeah, but yeah, we know what as above, but what as above what? Break the science down. We know that. That's why I be saying elite. That's just we talk about specifics in general. When people say we are how can we say indigenous to the land? Okay, that's general, but specifically, what are you? So when we say we as above is below, break the science down. Break all this down pertaining to your physical body, and I'll wait. I'll wait. Break every symbol on here to your physical body, pertaining to the heavens above, pertaining to the land, and then pertaining to your physical body. The 3 elements, the synchronicity, just like ice. When you got ice, vapor, and water, it's a what? a unity. So show me the unity. Because we could talk the talk. We can talk the talk. And that's what I'll be saying. I'll be like, everybody be talking instead of just listening. And that's what I'll be saying. We be quick to show our hand. We be quick to show our hand. Everybody know the basics. What's above is below. But what's above is below. What's above is below. Because this is above and below. That's above and below. This is above and below. This is above and below. I mean, what? This is above and below. So what we saying? So what we saying? And that's what I'll be saying. When we just get caught up in catchphrases. We just get caught up in symbology and we get caught up with that bullshit. I'll take you all the way to the third heaven. I'll take you all the way, explain everything with charts and with the books. And we fall for characters that just play it. Oh, what's above and what's below? And we can stand with our feet all out and do all that. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean, elite. That don't mean nothing. When I be telling Moors about geographical landmass, Moors don't even know what they looking at. Y'all see what this is? This is in the museums. Man, I'll walk you all through history when Negroes don't know nothing about no geographical landmass, because you can check a fraud real quick. Let me check a fraud real quick. When you look at the ground plans of Louisiana Purchase, and when I showed you all the books about the Ouachita Moors, where you can read all that, and I show you that the Louisiana Purchase was stolen land, I'm not gonna get all into it. I done did lectures on that a million times when I tell Negroes be lying, because you got Jerusalem right here, and what's right next to the Jerusalem, which is walking distance, you got, damn it, Morocco. That's what. Because Egypt and the true Jerusalem was walking distance. If anybody know true history, they'll tell you that. But most of these Negroes just playing. They go Japan right there. They try to say Asia. Come on, man. Y'all know what it is, and I ain't even gonna get all up in it because there ain't no reason to. That's for my students. Where the sacrifice? I told you, I've been doing this a long time, man. I've been doing this a long time. That's why I'm getting ready to cut everybody loose. Point blank. That's why I'm cutting everybody loose real fast. Because we continue to follow, we continue to do it. We continue to do this garbage. And people don't study. And just because men, that's why I said I have a problem with men. Man, I told you, I done been in the prisons and everything. Thumb Correctional Facility. You can call them, ask they do they know who I am. Absolutely. I done little, how can I say, surveys with the men. I get 30 of them and have them do a mission. You come back 30 minutes later, an hour later, them Negroes in splinter groups, they want to cut each other head off. Do the same thing with our empresses. They together as a unit. I know Negroes' motive, man. I know how a lot of Negroes want to fake it. Negroes don't even like to study. And then when they first time hearing something, the only time they'll study the signs when they don't hear listening to me. Or when I say something and then you go repeat that shit. Or how long you been in the science? A year? Nigga, you were one. That's a baby. I've been in the teachings for 20 years. I'm still a baby. Come on, man. Are y'all crazy? This is crazy. This is crazy as hell. To become a grandmaster, it takes 40 years. It takes 40 years. I won't be officially where I can go around all the travel the world until I'm 60. I'm telling you real facts. It takes 40 fucking years. Huh? What you think you're an elder just because? Just because you old? You a young fool, you a fucking old fool. And nigga. And that's exactly how I'm gonna talk to you. It means nothing to me, man. None of that means nothing to me. Research it. It takes 40 years. It takes 40 years. You better research it to be a holy priest, to be welcome in the tents. It takes 40 years. Research it. It takes 40 years to be a grandmaster. I mean, just because you got a black belt, that don't mean shit. I got a black belt. When I got a black, that just meant I was ready to learn something. When we study Wing Chun, I like to call it sticky hands. A black belt was just for me to learn. I'm ready for discipline. That's all that meant. When I go around every day, it's nothing. I'm still a pup. That's why I get all the science from. My elders, I got some, man, I told y'all, I've been under the radar for so long. I can come out and correct every teaching that y'all been talking about, especially the laws. That's why ain't nobody come to me with that garbage. I guarantee you. I'll eat that shit up. Point blank, legally and lawfully, and defend myself in any courtroom. Period. Been done it. Already stamped and approved. I ain't got to show shit. I never take you to no burning house. So now watch this. Let's correct these teachings. Before I even do this Garvey connection, I gotta do this. Before you think, just like I did on my Zoom meetings when I told y'all, it's 10 states that already have Moorish American Day. And then, and the thing is, why somebody gonna put it on the internet? Because I ain't even put them on the internet, on IG yet. Yeah, I told y'all I've been saving shit for years. It was more on IG talk about signing a petition for y'all can take it to Washington. And I'm like, I said, all y'all motherfuckers is stupid. I said, every Negro that signed that petition and gave that man the social security number, you just been scammed. Because Washington already have Moorish American Day. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm fucking lying. So why you got to do something that's already been done? Think about it. Think about it. That's some fraudulent shit. Now let's dig with it. Let's deal with them. The first one, the office of the mayor, city of Chicago, Raheem Emanuel, mayor, proclamation. And they all say the same, but I'm giving y'all the summary. Whereas the Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites, Hamites, and Canaanites who were permitted by the old pharaohs of Kemet to traverse from East Africa and later form themselves kingdoms extended from the northwest, southwest shores of Africa, the Atlantic Islands until the present day continental Americas. And whereas the indigenous Moorish people of Americas are now united in order to link themselves with the family of nations, we ain't creating shit. We going back. These dumb niggas lying to y'all. We are the Constitution. Why do they talk about Leviticus 25:10? What you talking about? They don't know. Whereas the Moorish Americans being Aboriginal, and I don't like Aboriginal, indigenous, or original, to the territories of North, Central, and South Americas have formed a sovereign, theocratic. I showed y'all how our temple was set up. Theocratic. You ain't no sovereign citizen. That's an oxy, stupid ass moron. Guided by the command principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice through virtue of the universal rights to self-determination, as well as with the declaration on the rights of the indigenous people guaranteed in the charter. And whereas on January 8th, 1886, Noble Drew Ali was born in the state of North Carolina, destined to become the first patriarch of his mentally enslaved Moorish American people. In 1912, he was later anointed as El Hajj Sharif Abdul Ali by the heads of Egypt and the holy city of Mecca to return to the United States as the last prophet and founding father of the newly risen nation of the Moorish Americans. I heard a stupid ass, and I love my empresses, and I saved her goofy ass too. I saw a goofy ass empress like Noble Drew Ali was a sellout. He was under the Arabs. I said, what the fuck is an Arab? And see, I try to be nice to my empresses, but she spread propaganda. They got so many followers. Now she looks stupid. Like, no, you can't apologize. We be so tough to talk shit about our own people. I know your motive. I know what fraternity you in. I know you've been passed around. I know you a bad wench. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad for what I know. Don't get mad for what I know, Moors. Talk about our prophet was under some Arabs. The European will tell you, Bertrand Thomas. It's a book called The Arab. They took page 293 out to tell you the genetic makeup of the Arab. And I bet you it ain't what you think. I bet you it look like just like you. I bet you that. So don't get mad at me. I know everybody. I know who sent y'all out here. I keep telling y'all, man. Just like I know every nigger that come on my page and they come with that propaganda about Noble Drew Ali, and I know which ones are Masons, because you do have a charter. And it's a free list, just like I know everybody that's a Greek in the Greek fraternity. You know you signed that shit. You know that. I know, Empress. We can eliminate these goofballs real quick. Let's finish. Here go to another proclamation. That's right, Empress. Here go another one. That's the first one from Chicago, where they talk about you got to go do something. It's already been witnessed. If you got pictures of all the Moors back in the day with the officials, what you think they did? Oh, I'm going to show you what happened. I'm going to show you why all these Negroes talk about they sheiks in the temple. They full of shit. This the one, whereas it's the same thing. This was now whereas for I, Marilyn Strickland, look her up. Marilyn Strickland, mayor of the city of Tacoma, on behalf of the city council, do hereby proclaim the week of January 8th through the 15th, 2012 as Moorish American Week in the city of Tacoma, and I urge all residents to recognize the events planned for this time. Witness therefore my hand and the official seal of the city of Tacoma, Washington, this 4th day of January 2012. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Here goes her signature. Look it up. There goes her signature. If you want it, I'll send it to you. Here go the certificate in recognition of the Moorish American Week, January 8th through the 15th, 2012, by Joanne Foster. Let me read it to you. Here go her title page of the proclamation. And now I'm about to read the proclamation to you. Let's dig. I ain't gonna read it all because they all say the same thing. Y'all know that. Wait, let me see. This one might be a little different. The verbiage. By Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake, designating January 8th through the 15th, 2012 as Moorish American Week in Baltimore. Whereas Moorish American descendants, okay, same thing. Whereas on January 8th, same thing. So therefore I, Stephanie Rawlings Blake, mayor of the city of Baltimore, do hereby proclaim January 8th through the 15th, this was in 2012, as Moorish American Week in Baltimore, and do urge all citizens to join the celebration. Here it go. So why they lying to y'all? All these Negroes, all these motherfuckers got these shows, and they some temple, they some sheets. What y'all cities know already? Now what? Now who you lying to now? Oh, let's go. Let's keep digging. Same proclamation. Let's see. Moorish American Week. This is by who? Now therefore, I, Jim Suttle, mayor of the city of Omaha, do hereby proclaim January 8th through the 15th, 2012, Moorish American Week. And witness, therefore, I set my hand and cause the official seal of the city of Omaha to be affixed the 5th day of January 2012. Jim Suttle, mayor of city of Omaha. This was all in 2012, already done. So who lying to you? Oh, we ain't done. What we got now? City of Fayetteville, same thing. I, Anthony G. Chavonne, spell his last name, Chavonne, mayor of the city of Fayetteville, thank for the donation, Noble. Fayetteville, North Carolina, do hereby proclaim January 8th through the 15th, Moorish American Week. Here you go. Who lying to you? I told y'all, I'm gonna start pulling out everything. They lying to y'all. They just trying to make money off y'all. I'm a school. And I told y'all when I'm going, I'm going. It's just what it is. I told y'all, put a clean glass next to a dirty glass. Now I'm gonna start showing you. Next, I'm gonna show you all the Negroes that's locked up that lied to y'all. Out here acting like some damn stupid ass domestic terrorists and then selling you fake ass cars. And then when the laws be enforced, you're gonna go to jail and you're gonna be calling a P.O. box. The city of Charlotte, North Carolina, Moorish American Week. I, Anthony R. Fox, mayor of Charlotte, do hereby proclaim January 8th to the 15th, Moorish American Week in Charlotte, and commend its observance to all citizens. Witness my hand and official seal of the city of Charlotte. Here you go. There you go. Let's see what else we got. What other state? We got the city of Tyler by the Honorable Barbara Bass, mayor. Proclamation of Moorish American Week, January 8th through the 15th. All this happened in 2012. I, Barbara Bass, mayor of the city of Tyler, Texas. Here it is in Tyler, Texas. Tyler, Texas. Where the other one is. City of Little Rock, Arkansas. Little Rock, Arkansas. Huh? Talk to me. And you talk about the local jurisdiction don't know you Moors. Who lying to you? Yeah. Let's see, which one is this? The city council of the city of Trenton, New Jersey. Here you go. Here you go, right in Jersey. And Negroes got you doing something. All you got to do is enforce the laws. I keep telling y'all, enforce the Constitution. That's 10. Now who lying? Who lying, y'all? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Who lying? Look them up yourself. Huh? Since we talk about we gonna do things honorable and noble, who lying to you? Who you gonna go beg for something that all you gotta do is do what? Defend the laws. That's law. That ain't no made up. Somebody talk to me. See? See? We just in our first minute, like I said, I'm just setting the atmosphere. I'm always, watch this. Our prophet, I ain't even gonna go on that one. I don't even want to deal with that right now. That's gonna be for private class. That's gonna be for class 2. I'm gonna show y'all this. Watch this. And I'm gonna give y'all a summary of how these Negroes be lying. The work already been done. I told y'all, watch this. Understanding the importance of status and jurisdiction. That's like when I talk about the exhument of the nation. All adapt should have it. They don't want you to have it because they know everything that they lying about is in there. I give y'all that section by section. I don't even need it. That's why I said they ain't gonna come to me with that garbage. They love the prophet where I come to the exhument of the nation and go check for check and show you that they lying about everything. Just like I showed you how the temple was set up. But the proclamation of status and jurisdiction of the Moorish Americans and our declaration of independence and all that good stuff. But we talk about our benevolence. But y'all should know the declaration and proclamation or status and jurisdiction of the Moorish Americans. I'm gonna show y'all something when I say stuff been done already. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Y'all see this right here? Because I want to get into the teaching. Watch. Y'all see what this is? Watch this. I'm going to show you how y'all these Negroes lying. I don't give a damn who they old, young. They lying. They lying, man. They going to get you in trouble for something that's already been done. That's contempt of court. That's the Moorish American nation is the petitioner versus the United States of America, United States Congress, United States Supreme Court, avertment of jurisdiction. Listen, cited Supreme Court decisions. Amistad Immunity of 1841, the Dred Scott decision of 1856. The uniting of the new nation is calling of one family, bearing one free national name of Moorish American. It is not to be misconstrued as a religious organization subject to the United States. That above cited Supreme Court decisions combined with resolves as Elian Gonzalez of Cuba versus the laws and citizens of the United States, where the lawful Nazis personifying the supreme issues, the status and jurisdiction. These issues are relevant to the immediate matter of nationality and manumissions of the indigenous Moors to the continental breast of North America. I ain't even gonna stay all that. I'm gonna jump around because you gotta be a student. I'm gonna get to the meat and potatoes of it. Y'all good, Maddie? Now I'm gonna read a little bit of the Moorish Constitution of the Moorish Americas. Y'all should know that. I ain't even going. I don't want to read that. Why? I'm gonna read this to y'all, and then we gonna jump right into teachings. Moors don't even know what they be looking at. Let me break some down to you. When you talk about some nation, a nation is a group of people together, not a group of Moors saying they this, and then you got other group of Moors doing that. That ain't no nation. That ain't the same people. You don't know what a nation really consists of. From the tribes. From the tribes. That means the gathering. One nationality, many cultures. From the tribes. A tribe is with an S. Families. Family is with an S. And lineages. Lineages with an S. Of the free Moorish American nation come forth a century of Bays, Els, Alis, Duns, Days, Zulus, Washitas, Nubians, Els. We stand as the vanguards, executive rulers of the official representatives. I hope y'all know what vanguards are and executive rulers and official representative, deriving our just powers in due time from the great God of our ancient forefathers, the inherent and divine autonomies to link ourselves with the families of nations. Hereunto stand declared and hereby affix our seals, proclaiming ourselves as one nation bearing one free name. Now, I don't give a damn if any more went to some damn home office Mac and they went and made the fake seal. That don't mean shit. I call a fraud out off top. Man, you can go to Office Mac or Staples and get anything made, a seal. They lying to y'all. No Negro they ain't official. If you righteous, the signers and the framers of the proclamation of status and jurisdiction of the Moorish Americans in proper persona, sejuris. Because you don't have to copy nothing that's already be done. All you got to do is fall under the tenets and do everything that the prophet said. And when the light shine on you, you already light. You already light. All their names. All they names. That's the Moorish volatile statistics. These lying goofballs. Now I'm gonna show you something else, and we're gonna jump right into the teachings. Y'all see what y'all looking at? Y'all watch. Y'all don't even know what y'all looking at. Do y'all see what y'all looking at? Do y'all see what y'all looking at, right? I hope more see what y'all looking at. What that say? What that say when I say the work been done? The work been done. And Moorish just lying to y'all because they don't want to defend the laws. They want to make some shit up because they poor as hell. And they all bums. And that's how they making money. They making money off you. They bums. And y'all fell for bums. This is Moorish nobility. We're scholars. If you want to be a peasant, well, be a peasant. That's your choice. Just like if you want to be a Negro, black, and color and call yourself an African American and you know them all slave misnomers, that is your choice. Because the laws tell you have the right of a nationality and the right to change it. And no one will be arbitrarily denied of a right of a nationality and the right to change it. The claim of child replaces the birth certificate. What are we talking about here? Honorable George Herbert Walker Bush, Office of George Bush, 10000 Memorial Drive, Suite 900, Houston, Texas, 77024-3412. Enclosed, this was dated April 19th, 2006. It's our Moorish American national government from the desk of Grand National Chairman Sheikh Elihu Pleasant Bay. If any more don't know who that is, you a lying and sin. From the desk. Let's deal with it. And enclosed is our Moorish American Declaration and Proclamation. Dear Mr. 41st President, we pray you, your family, and all true American citizens are well. This is a cover missive of illustrious and diplomatic stature. Verily, it is a forerunner notifying an installation of the enclosed Declaration Proclamation of the Moorish American nation. The intent and nature of these documents are of the highest honor and principles. They derive from the pure heart and minds of the Moorish American people, having formed themselves into a clean and pure nation. Now in due time, our heart is being extended to the heart of the United States of America through the presiding administration. True diplomacy is always the first course of communication amongst men of free national standards and principles. Egro, this directive is being sent through Honorable George Herbert Walker Bush, 41st President, as a follow-up from the hand-delivered version on or about January 23rd, 2006 by Mr. Allen and Flora Poe, District Director of the Women's Republican Party. To date, there has not been a responding activity acknowledging the receipt of the particular outreach. Due to the nobility and magnitude of this long-awaited solution, it would only be befitting to make every virtuous effort possible to allow the lion and the lamb to rest together and neither be harmed when morning comes. This sensitivity of this supreme issue merits an attach of the highest caliber to light the pathway for millions to follow. He must be in right order because of magnanimous proportion of the venture. I want to jump all the way down to it, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to stay reading it all, but I'm highlighting it. And then let me get to the end of it. Mr. President, we humbly ask you to send us an immediate acknowledgement of your reception of these documents. This is necessary to avoid redirecting the course of this inevitable events. If it's your will and pleasure, you may issue instructions and arrangements via phone call, email, write, or otherwise. I direct at the contacts below my signature. We look forward to the great day when former slaves and former slave masters can link themselves with the families of nations, and none will be in want of love, truth, peace, freedom, or justice. Upon your request, I will forward your list of cabinet officials, which will be present. For your disbursement, we prepare and enclose 5 original copies of the Moorish American Declaration, of the Moorish American Declaration Proclamation of Status and Jurisdiction. Each copy of the aforesaid document and this missive will bear the embossed National Moorish American seal to assure their authenticity. So you can't just make no fake ass seals. Through our high principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, honorably, Elihu in Pleasant Bay, Sheikh Elihu in Pleasant Bay, Divine Minister, Grand National Chairman of Moorish America. Just like I am. I'm a Divine Minister. I'm a Sheikh. And I have elders. And when I pull my pictures out, y'all gonna be looking stupid as hell. Not my people, but the average person. They ain't gonna be able to say nothing. And he go to prove that the letter was sent to the president with the receipt. All we got to do is right now is defend the laws, because brothers shambles happened and they didn't get to take it all the way to the world courts. And so what we must do, I'm showing you. We ain't got to sign no petition for local jurisdiction to call us Moors. They know who we are. So you can call them a liar right off top, Moors. It's higher work we got to do. Now, thanks for the donation. Thanks for the donation, Noble. Now, let's illuminate this garbage with these Negropeans, these Afrocentric people going around talk about, yeah, they love Marcus Garvey, but don't love our prophet Noble Drew Ali. How can a Negro talk about Marcus Garvey, don't talk about Noble Drew Ali? Why are Moors will talk about Fire Muhammad, all these people, Marcus Garvey, but won't talk about our prophet Noble Drew Ali, which was the Messiah. And we give credit to Marcus Garvey as the harbinger, the one that came and prepared the table, the John the Baptist per se. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. He came with the idea. Marcus Garvey just didn't know his nationality, just like Brother Malcolm didn't. I'm telling you. So let's deal with this science. Let's deal with this science. And all we got to do is say, check. When I talk about our prophet, Noble Drew Ali and Marcus Garvey. Only people try to blow our prophet Noble Drew Ali is Negroes that got a motive. Them Greek Masons, them Greek fraternity Negroes, them Afrocentric slave Negroes. They know damn well our prophet is the Messiah. Europeans talk about him, just like my book I got over here, Peter Lambert Wilson, The Sacred Drift. The European praise our prophet. Look on Amazon, see how much that book costs. I got it for y'all. Look. Look at this. Damn Peter Lambert Wilson book at right here. Here we go. Right in your face. Right in your face. Go on Amazon, see how much this costs. I got these for my students. The European been writing about, like it's a professor at Ohio State University. His name called Spencer Dew. He wrote a book, it's called The Aliyhites. I got them all. When all this over, I'm going on the campus and speak on it for a whole week. We're going to have Moorish American teachings. I'm trying to tell you, real talk. You see it? Go on Amazon, see how much the book costs. They probably don't got it no more. They probably cost $300, $400, $500 now. And I send these to my people for donations. Send you the PDFs for donations, for you can fill your library up. I got a real library with over 15,000 books and manuscripts. Period. This ain't no joke, man. That's why I said the European know who you are. Only person that know who you are is a Negro. The only person that'll look at my face and say something or don't understand what it is a dumb Negro. I'm telling, I know for a fact. Every person, European, anybody national, they know exactly what's on my head. They know exactly what I am. They know exactly why my tassel is long. They know exactly why. And the only person that don't know that is a Negro, because you're uneducated. I'm telling you, man. And that's a fact. And you don't have to go to college to be educated, because we got education. I done been through the fire. So let's deal with it. But in the early 1900s, I told y'all it was many men that were master teachers. When I talk about Abdul Hamid Solomon, when I talk about Deuce Muhammad, when I talk about the Black Hitler of Harlem, when I talk about Father Allah, Clarence X, come on, man. And that's what I be saying about y'all dumb Negroes. Y'all dumb Negroes be acting like y'all Crips and Bloods. So you gonna gravitate to one scholar, not gonna gravitate to your other scholar. That's an idiot. But two of those great men were our prophet Noble Drew Ali, 1886, 1929. 1886, 1929. Do y'all see how ancient this is? And Marcus Garvey, 1887, 1940. And you think these brothers didn't know each other? And the only one gonna bury you in shallow grave is a Negro Mason. They gonna wear a shirt talking about something in memory of a ram of beef, and you don't even know that's your stupid ass. Our prophet started the Moorish movement in 1913. Marcus Garvey Jr. started his movement in 1914. And it's clear that our prophet Noble Drew Ali held Marcus Garvey high. He held Marcus Garvey in high regards because he allowed his name to be stated in our Moorish Quran. Right? Do y'all know what chapter? Do y'all know what chapter it's in? And don't just guess. If you don't know it. Do y'all know what chapter it's in? It's in your Moorish Quran. We check foods real fast. All we got to do is say check. Because we dealing with facts. We dealing with all law. We ain't dealing with no damn tradition and nobody lying to you. Show me where it's at in our teachings. I'll show you. Do you know where it's at in your teachings? Yes or no? Because I know Moors don't read their Moorish Quran. I know Moors don't read. I know Moors don't study. I know you playing dress up. You might as well go play dress up with your daughter. Because that's all you doing in real life. You playing dress up. You ain't serious about shit. And I ain't talking about nobody individually. If you don't like what I'm saying, get the hell off my page. Don't make me no different. So, somebody tell me, what chapter is in our Moorish Quran where it talks about it? How we held Marcus Garvey in high regards because his name is stated in our Holy Quran of our Moorish Science Temple of America. Do y'all know where it's at, Moors? How can you say you following the teaching of our prophet and you don't even have the holy book? If you ain't have it, I'll send it to you as a PDF for a small donation. Why you don't have it? And then you talk about you study the teaching because you want something free. So you talk about you studying law. You ain't studying law. You studying criminality shit. That's what you studying. You studying how to be a damn fraud and a thief. So, do y'all know what chapter it is in the Quran? Yes or no? Watch. I'll wait. And I know most people looking right now. But you shouldn't have to look. If you're under the teachers, if you're studying, you should already know this. I'll wait. See? Thank you, Empress. Thank you. My elementary students know this. That's why I said I put my elementary students up to anybody, to any more that say they be studying their Moorish Quran. I bet you they don't. Because I got a student that's 14, know the whole Quran, studied every day with me every single day, and I ain't got to call him out. But y'all gonna see this summer. I mean, he'll, man, blow smoke around these teachers and studying. Because it's his life. It's his life, a young man. And then here it is, we grown, we say this is what we do. We ain't studying our Quran, but I bet you we can recite some stupid ass hip hop. I bet you we can recite some stupid ass song on the radio. I bet you could get your grown ass on TikTok and do some shaking your ass, but then you want to talk about the kids. How you want to talk about the kids doing shit, but you get your grown ass on there and do this shit too? That's a fucking hypocrite. You want to talk about the kids, but your grown ass on there doing the same shit. Love the babies. Love our kids. Because they ain't doing shit what we ain't doing. I done did it 1,000 times more. You got to love on them. If you love on them and you protect them, it ain't nothing doing them experiencing life. Because I know exactly how I was. And I know damn sure how a lot of y'all young girls were. Now that's adults. So if you love on your children, they'll honor and respect you. Because they'll know that they kings and queens. And they'll hold themselves to a higher status. We dress crazy as hell too. Come on, man. Stop playing with me. Love on your children. Don't push them away, dumb niggas, and leave the streets to eat their ass up. If you don't want them, bring them to me. Bring them to me. Let me raise them. So I'm waiting for y'all to give me the scripture in our Moorish Quran. I'm waiting. Ain't nobody gave it to me yet. Ain't nobody gave it to me yet. I'm waiting. Everybody that say they study, just like I talk to the Christians. You talk about you're a Christian. You don't study that book. I know that book I know that Bible back in hand. Thank you. Thank you, Solomon. Thank you. Here it is. We got smartphones. People don't know how to be smart with. I'm like, damn. That's why I said we just use shit for entertainment. And we be playing. The last prophet in these days is chapter 48, verse 1 to 3. If you don't got the Moorish Quran, you better say something. If you don't know Roman, listen. Watch this. Now we're going to give an excuse. Watch this. Why you don't know Roman numerals? You got a smartphone in your hand. And you won't hear light. And this is what I be telling people. You got a smartphone in your hand. So if I just start doing everything in Roman numerals, and then I say, we're going to start on chapter 11 using Roman numerals, and you don't research it, that's on you, Noble. That's a fucking excuse. Grown people don't make excuses. And no disrespect to you. We got smartphones. Be smart with it. How we don't know Roman numerals? And you can go on your phone and you can ask what that is to your phone. We don't never say what we don't know. You can learn any fucking thing. And it's no disrespect to you. That's how I teach. If a person don't like how I teach, that's fine with me. We don't say we don't know and we got all the access to know. Excuse me, I'm spitting this shit. Excuse my candor. But come on, man. We don't do that. We don't be lazy. We don't be lazy. And then we get upset. And I say, don't get upset. You want truth. You can't go to court with saying I don't know. Somebody asking you, give me your laws. Give me your science. We can't do that. We can't say, oh, I think it's this. That ain't how we work. How we studying our teaching and we don't have our ammo. We got to have our ammo at all times. You got a smartphone, be smart with it. Because then if I ask tomorrow and then Celine told you and you don't research it to know that's a fact. So what if we lying? What if it ain't even there? You ain't even looked at it. You just wrote it down. Young Noble said it was there. But did you research it yourself? No. No. So let's read it. Chapter 48, 1-3. The last prophet in the days is Noble Jurali, who was prepared divinely in due time by Allah to redeem men from their sinful ways. Allah in Arabic is just God. I keep telling people, y'all be tripping. We're not Al-Islam Muslims. We speak all language. Don't let nobody go around telling you some Al-Islam, some religious Muslim. No, you're not. No, you're not. But he was prepared divinely in due time by Allah to redeem men from their sinful ways. Thanks for the donation, Noble. To warn them of their great wrath, which is sure to come upon the earth. John the Baptist was the forerunner of Jesus in those days, to warn and stir up the nation and prepare them to receive the divine creed, which was to be taught by Jesus. And in these modern days, there came a forerunner of Jesus, who was divinely prepared by the great God Allah, and his name is Marcus Garvey, who did teach and warn the nation of the earth to prepare to meet the coming prophet, who was to bring the true and divine creed of Islam. And his name is Noble Jurali, who was prepared and sent to this earth by Allah to teach the old time religion and the everlasting gospels to the sons of men, that every nation shall and must worship under their own vine and fig tree and return to their own and be one with their Father God Allah. And still this day amongst Moorish Americans, Marcus Garvey is known as what? The forerunner of our prophet Noble Jurali. Marcus Garvey was a Jamaican-born publisher, entrepreneur, orator. In 1910, he left Jamaica and began traveling throughout the Central Americas region. He lived in Costa Rica for several months, and where he worked as a timekeeper on a banana plantation. He began work as an editor for a daily newspaper titled, excuse me, Morris, La Senoa or Los Senal in 1911. Later that year, he moved to Colón, Panama, where he edited a bi-weekly newspaper before returning to Jamaica in 1912. After years of working in the Caribbean, Garvey left Jamaica to live in London from 1912 to 14, where he attended Birkbeck College, taking classes in law and philosophy, worked for the African Times and Orient Review, published by Deuce Muhammad Ali, and sometimes spoke at the Hyde Park Speakers Corner. Garvey's philosophy was influenced by Booker T. Washington, Martin Delany, and Henry McNeill Turner. It is said that Deuce Muhammad Ali's influence and shaped Garvey's speeches and led him to recognize the Universal Negroes Improvement Association, the UNIA, in Jamaica in 1914, Vincent, 1971. It has been suggested that the UNIA motto, one God, one aim, one destiny, originated from Deuce Muhammad Ali's Islamic influence on Garvey. Here go Deuce Muhammad right here. That's Deuce Muhammad right there. That's Marcus Garvey influence. That's Marcus Garvey's influence right there. And then I'm going to show you the papers when Abdul Hamid Solomon and Deuce Muhammad, because Abdul Hamid Solomon, which is a Moorish adapt, when he came to Egypt and the Europeans were trying to talk about they were some ancient rites, they came and destroyed that. I'm telling you what I'm telling you. That's why I say the European only 32 and 33 degrees. The Negro Mason ain't nothing but a snowman. Marcus Garvey appeared to have learned many sciences, just like I have. History and spiritual sciences. He learned from Deuce, he learned a lot from Deuce Muhammad Ali, which would go well with the Independent United Order of Mechanic lessons. He knew. What you heard what I said? Listen, the Independent United Order of Mechanic lessons. He knew. So what you think that is? That's our science. That's masonry, man. Stop playing. Y'all keep giving y'all science away. The mechanic lessons he knew. The Independent United Order of Mechanics started in 1757 in England and spread to the United States, Central America, Caribbean, Netherlands, Canada. The mechanics are associated with Freemasonry because of its similarities with the degrees, but they say similarity, but it's our stuff. Marcus Garvey then went on to establish many successful businesses. Between 1919 and 27, Marcus Garvey was charged and jailed in between that time pertaining to alleged mail fraud. In 1927, it was reported that Mosiah Garvey wasn't aware of our prophet. This is what these Negroes and these African-centric liars say, and was believed to think that our prophet Noble Drew Ali used Garvey's name to gain followers of the United Negro Improvement Association. Now let's destroy these liars. So I'm gonna give y'all an insert from a letter written by Mr. Smith of the UNIA to Marcus Garvey. It says, let me see, at each temple meeting of the Moorish Science Temple, Garvey was labeled as John the Baptist, who had prepared the way for the coming of Noble Drew Ali. When Leonard Smith, the president of the Detroit UNIA division, cabled Garvey to report that Ali was using Garvey's name to win over followers, and the UNIA members were joining his movement. Didn't I tell y'all Du Bois tried to destroy Garvey? Only people be saying that is them Negroes. Garvey replied that, listen, Garvey replied that I know nothing of this man referred to. This is the lie. We're going to destroy this lie. It is silly for people to allow every unknown person to agitate and influence them on such serious matters. I have spoken and written enough of the people of Detroit to understand the purpose of the organization and not allow strangers to decoy and exploit them by calling on or using my name. Smith to Garvey, September 19, 1927, and Garvey to Smith, September 1927. Now watch this. Now watch this, y'all. Now we're finna clear up the lies. Later in the year, in 1927, Prophet Noble Drew Ali went to visit Marcus Garvey in federal prison. A picture of the postcard our Prophet Noble Drew Ali sent to his wife at that time, it speaks about his visit. Anything can be researched, man, when it's recorded. I'm telling you, the European will love to help you, especially to make a Negro look like a fool. I'm telling you. Didn't our prophet say the European is your ally? Y'all ain't understand that when you know who you are. This our prophet's words. Y'all one playing the game. Although in 1927, they say Garvey claimed to know nothing about Ali or his organization efforts using his name, and therefore causing people of interest to reject the Moorish Science Temple of America, claimed that Garvey met with the prophet on numerous occasions. But what they failed to do is check the chronological order in which these statements were made. November 1927, a newspaper article published in the Chicago Defender, it speaks about Prophet Noble Drew Ali returning to Chicago and his previous visit with Marcus Garvey. Noble Drew Ali returns after a long visit south. The Chicago Defender, National Edition, 1921 and 1967, November 19th, 1927. ProQuest Historical Papers, the Chicago Defender, 1910 and 1990 to 1975, page 5. See, we ain't got to play with these goofs. Noble Drew, let me read it. It reads, and I quote, Noble Drew Ali returns after a long visit south. Thank for the donation, Noble. Noble Drew Ali, prophet, founder, and head of the Moorish National Divine Movement, has returned to the city after an extended visit in the south. Prophet Ali motored from Chicago to Atlanta, Georgia, where he spent a few hours visiting Marcus Garvey in a federal prison. Mr. Garvey was very much pleased with the splendid uplifting work done by the Moorish Divine Movement. The organization has launched a drive for more members. Persons desirous of learning of the great work that is being done are to write Prophet Ali, 3603 Indian Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. Phone Douglas, 5909. Back then they had those rotary phones. I think they was, you know what they was doing back then. There was also a postcard that was sent to Prophet Noble Drew Ali's wife by the prophet from the federal prison that Marcus Garvey was held. Watch this. I can't even blow it up, but I'll send it to y'all. Here you go, right here. Y'all ain't gotta live. We can destroy these goose real fast, y'all. Let me tell you what it reads. It reads 10/23/27, November 23rd, 1927, Atlanta, Georgia. Dear wife, I have been to see Mr. Garvey at the federal prison. I will be home Friday or Saturday. Love to all. From Noble Drew Ali. And upon his release in November 1927, Garvey was deported via New Orleans to Jamaica, where a large crowd met him at Orridge Wharf in Kingston. Though the popularity of the UNIA diminished greatly following Garvey's expulsion, he nevertheless remained committed to his political ideas. And we give honor to Marcus Garvey and his works that he produced dealing with rallying and gathering our people up to clean them up, to clean themselves up and do for self and expand economics. We can only imagine the mighty talks and conversation that our prophet had with Garvey. Here go the post letter right here. Don't let nobody lie to y'all. Don't let nobody destroy us mighty men. Us mighty men must come together. It's only a few of us. And the people must anoint us. You know? Marcus Garvey referred to Marcus Garvey with the forerunner. You know? Forerunner was to prepare his people. You didn't come to be, it was to prepare. The message was brought by our prophet Noble Drew Ali. That's all he was anointed to do when you have a mission. That's what people got to understand. That's Carlos Cook. That's one of the Garveyettes. I'm telling you, man. Carlos A. Cooks, born in Dominican Republic on June 23rd, 1913, to James Henry Cook and Alice Cook, originally from the neighborhoods of the islands of St. Martin. All y'all, you got to know this stuff, man. Members of Marcus Garvey-led organization, and he was a key link in the history of the so-called Black American nationalism between Marcus Garvey, before him, and Malcolm X, whom he influenced. Carlos Cooks administered the advanced division of the UNIA after Marcus Garvey was deported. He founded the African nationalist pioneer movement. Look at them Garveyettes, what they got on. What they got on their heads. Fezzes. Stop playing with me, man. Y'all know damn well where the inspiration come from and influence. Stop playing. It's a book titled, and I want y'all to get it from me. If you already got it, that's cool. It's a book titled Philosophies and Opinions of Marcus Garvey. And on page 268, it reads, "The Negro problem is being solved only as it can, and it is through the Moorish Science Temple of America. Because the Negro is not happy." This is what he says, listen. Because the Negro is not happy and will never be until he is restored to his own nationality. Restored to his own nationality. And I'm done. That's it. I done went in for that little time. That's a wrap. If Moors don't want to be part of what we're doing and become students, and think a person owe you something, and you will go spend your money frivolously and just doing things that have no meaning, and then come to your brother and won't support, what's the meaning? What's the purpose, Moors? So nobody can come tell you that lie, talk about that Marcus Garvey didn't know no Noble Drew Ali. That's lies. That's all garbage. We destroy that garbage. We can destroy stuff with facts. Because when you righteous, when you an official, man, you can destroy anything. Just like law, just like history. When people want to accuse people of things, and I said, don't start accusing people and trying to do defamation of a character, because all we got to do is, I know how to research anything. No grown person can hide nothing. If you're a scholar, you know how to research something. Anything a person can do it can be looked up, especially when they lying, when they talking about stuff that got to do with courts and things. Liars. So with that being said, Moors, I love all y'all. Saturday and Sunday, the teaching is going to be amazing on our private Zoom meetings. If you want to become a student and member, you know my Gmail, you hit me up. I send you a copy of the syllabus. I send you a copy of the enrollment package. And I'm telling y'all, man, we got to be part of our obligation, because there's Moors that's not fulfilling their monthly obligation. And I love all y'all, but I got to cut people off. How are we going to do a movement and we're not being obligated, and we're not following under the obligation that we signed, that we said to the pledge that we said we were going to be obligated to? But we pay a cable bill monthly. That's crazy. So don't do me like that, because I wouldn't do you like that. This is a gift, and there's rules to being a part of this. And if you don't want to be a part of it, that's fine. I have no problem with that. Islam.